Hey, what's up guys, Dan here again from bedroomstylreviews.com, back with another mattress review today. I've got the Nolah 11-inch natural mattress, so I'm excited for this one because I've been doing a lot of mattress reviews with memory foaming recently, so I mixed it up, and this is contains latex foam. So if you don't know about latex foaming mattresses, then you want to stick around so you can see how this type of material can benefit you as a sleeper. Now, as always, if you're on YouTube, click the link in the description below. That's going to take you through to bedroomstylreviews.com, where you can see the full in-depth written review where I've gone into great detail and broken everything down. And you can also get up to $600 off for a limited time only. So that's $600 off any size of the Nolah Natural 11-inch mattress. So as always, you can see I've been cutting into the mattress. We're going to jump into that. I'm going to show you the materials. And I'm also going to run you through the sleeping position suitability, the standard tests we do in terms of motion isolation and edge support and the rest of it. But yeah, just for now, if you want to grab that discount, then make sure you click the link in the description below. Otherwise, let's jump straight in. All right, so just going to run you through the specs. This, like I said, it's an 11-inch profile there. This mattress is a luxury firm. So luxury firm basically means it's a medium firm mattress, but it's actually softer on top, so it does have some give to it. That's a really big benefit, as I'll explain later on, because it opens it up to a vast array of sleeping styles. Now, in terms of weight capacity, on this mattress you can get up to 700 pounds, ideally split between 350 pounds on each half of the mattress. Also, you can't exactly tell from here, but this is actually a zone support system. So that means that in the middle here, the coils are firmer across the middle third, running across, and then at the top and the bottom, it's slightly less firm coils, which means that you can actually sink in more. So that's going to be more beneficial for your shoulders, whilst, like I said, around the centre, you've got more support there for your hips. And crucially, as I'll explain later on in more detail, this mattress has no fiberglass in it. So this is confirmed. I've looked inside the mattress. There's no fiberglass at all. This is wool. I've looked on the label, and I've also asked customer support. So if you're looking for a fiberglass-free mattress, then this is the one for you. How a mattress will feel to you will depend on several factors, such as your body weight, your body type, and your dominant sleeping position. So by dominant sleeping position, I mean the position that you sleep in most often. But however, underpinning all of that is the design of the mattress. So what I mean by that is it's the material and the way that it's layered inside the mattress. That is going to ultimately affect how the mattress feels. So in the case of the Nolah 11-inch hybrid mattress, what we've got here is a 3-inch total layer at the top here of tally layer latex foam that sits over 8 inches of individually encased pocket coils. So if you've not come across latex foam in a mattress before, basically you've got two types. Tally layer latex, like we can see here, is very light, spongy and springy, so that means it's very breathable. It's got good responsiveness, and that contrasts with Dunlop latex that tends to be denser and firmer. So if you do find Dunlop latex in a mattress, it's more likely to be in the support core at the bottom, because it tends to be better at dealing with heavier weights and providing support. But in this case, we've got tally latex over pocket coils. So on top of that, we do have the organic cotton cover. Now, just another word on latex here. Really, natural latex is a benefit over synthetic latex, because synthetic latex tends to have more chemicals in it, and it is less durable overall. And here we've got the natural latex, which helps to combat allergies. So if you've got things like hay fever, dust mite allergy, sensitive skin, then the tally latex is going to be beneficial when compared to, say, the synthetic latex or even memory foam. So just want to show you here, if you can see, there is like a pinhole core design here. So these holes are deliberately put there to help the mattress stay cool. So how that works is, when you lie on here, eventually the mattress heats up because of your body heat. Now, as you roll over, the hot air will be dissipated and then replaced by cooler ambient air. So that creates an airflow that's then complemented by the individually encased pocket coils here. So this is a spacious coil core, so that allows for air circulation to go through the mattress. So that makes the Nolah natural mattress an excellent choice for warmer sleepers, as I'll go into more detail in later on. But just for now, this is the profile that you're dealing with. And now I just want to quickly introduce the adaptiveness test. So if you've seen our videos before, then the adaptiveness test is basically, I just place this 5 kilo weight on the edge of the mattress, like so, and then we can see how the foams adapt. So this is quite interesting. Normally what we see in memory foam mattresses is the top layer absorbs quickly and then compresses into the transition layer at the bottom. But what we've got here is a reverse. So we can see that tallyware latex is actually quite resilient at the top, whereas the slightly denser tallyware latex underneath actually compresses more readily. So what we've got here is a very buoyant mattress. So as you can see, if you do that, it's very springy. Now, if you do this with a memory foam mattress, you will find that the springiness is very much reduced. So here we're starting to see already that the Nolah is a very responsive mattress that allows you to switch positions easily, and I will demonstrate that in the upcoming section where I show you what it's actually like to sleep in this mattress. So that's the adaptiveness test there. I mean, 5 kilos is a very light weight, but it just gives us a standard to work from in terms of responsiveness. So just to give you a bit more of a real world test, I'll put my hand on it, and you can see there that the latex foam is providing a high degree of pushback. These two are working together, the comfort layer and the transition layer. I think this is denser. It does feel denser, but pushing on it, it compresses more readily because I think it's thinner really. And it's also got the coils underneath pushing back. Okay, next up is the edge support test. So the edge support test is really, I'm just going to get on the edge of the mattress and you can see how it responds to my body weight. So I just want to point out, first of all, that the mattress hasn't sagged. This curve here is because I've actually cut away this section here. Okay, so edge support test, I just sit on the edge of the mattress. You can see that it does sink in a little bit. However, it's not terrible. You know, I'm not touching the base beneath, which has happened in some of the other tests that I've done with other mattresses. So I would say the edge support is okay. For heavy-weighted sleepers that tend to sleep near the edge of the bed, as I'll explain later on, you might want to look for something with a bit more pushback. But generally speaking, I'd say the edge support is quite good. Just remember though that in the centre third of the mattress, these coils do have more pushback than up here. So if you sit on the top, you will sink in more compared to this one. So I would say overall that the Nolah here has got fairly reasonable edge support. Alright, so next up is the motion isolation test. So if you don't know about motion isolation, it's basically saying how well or poorly the mattress absorbs shockwaves. So this is important if you sleep as a couple, because when you're getting in and out of bed, you don't want to be waking each other up. So normally I test this by putting a glass on the bed. I go around the other side, I drop a 5 kilo weight from 1 foot in height, and I see how the glass responds. So it's against the wall this time, so I can't do that. So I'm going to do it a little bit closer, so bear that in mind. And we're just going to see how the mattress responds. So 1 foot, 5 kilo weight, and as you can see there, it's actually knocked the glass over and the water spilled out. So just keep in mind there that the weight was very close to the water, so that is to be expected. Now, as I'll reveal in the upcoming section, the motion isolation isn't as bad as what you think in this. It is actually quite good relative to the amount of bounce that we get from the mattress, so it is a bit of a compromise. But just to summarise here, I would say that if you do sleep as a couple, don't worry. The latex foam and the springs do actually do a decent job of absorbing motion transfer. Right, so in this section, I'm actually going to talk about what it's like to sleep in the Nolah Natural mattress. So I've been sleeping this now for long enough for the breaking period to pass, so I know what the mattress feels like. So just for reference, I'm 5'8" and I weigh about 180 pounds. But I've been testing mattresses a really long time. I've slept in this bed with my partner, so I've got a good idea of how mattresses perform in general, and I've got other people to help me test this as well, so this should be a fairly accurate representation of the mattress. But just before I jump on, in the last section you saw that when we did the motion isolation test, the water actually spilled out of the glass. So I actually got a towel and I just wiped the water off, so it's still a little bit damp, but the cover is actually quite resistant to spills, so this is good because you don't really want a mattress to just soak up everything, because you know that's how it gets stained. Now you can't actually take the cover off, so it is really important that you use a mattress protector. But I just want to point out that this is an organic cotton cover, which tends to be very absorbent. But in spite of this, I'd still say that this has got moisture repellent properties, which is good. Also, if you tend to sweat a lot at night, it's not going to soak into the mattress as much. So any moisture on the top, you can just remove it with a towel pretty easily. So that was only a few minutes ago, and already, you know, this is feeling Still a little damp, but it's not soaked all the way through. Okay, so now just going to talk about the different sleeping positions. So generally, people sleep either on the front, the back, or the side. I mean, there's some weird angles in between, and there is edge sleeping, which I'll talk about as well. But for me, personally, the most comfortable position was sleeping on my back. So the way I describe this is technically a medium firm mattress, so there is slightly more pushback than a medium mattress, but because it's luxury firm, you've got that soft element, and this is really good because it gives you that support and that firmness that you need for back and front sleeping. But the added, I don't want to say sinkage, but adaptiveness of the materials allows side sleepers to lie on the mattress and sink in as well, so it opens it up to all sleeping positions really, and I'm a really big fan of this luxury firmness. So like I was saying, that there's other mattresses that are medium firm, but they do tend to, like say for example the Dream Cloud, have a lot more pushback to them. So when you get on the Dream Cloud, which I've reviewed in other videos, there is more pushback. It's very bouncy. By contrast, the Nolah Natural, I don't want to say it's like sleeping on a trampoline, but it's got that spring and bounce to it. So when I lie on my back, it does have that buoyancy to it. So this is the latex foam and the springs that are coming together to give you that lift. So if you're a combination sleeper, that's really good because I can switch positions easily. I'm not sinking into the materials like I might do with a memory foam mattress. But for back sleeping in general, you want to make sure that the centre third of the mattress is underneath your lower back, because like I said, that's the zone support, and that's going to give more lift around your lower back, more support, and it's going to stop you from sinking in. So you just want to be around about here. You don't want to be too low down, too high up. But here I can feel I'm well supported, whilst my upper body is sinking in more to the latex foam and the zone support. So back sleeping for me was the most comfortable position, and although it is bouncy and you can sink in, I'd say that heavier weighted sleepers can sleep on this mattress comfortably. Nolah have told me that it supports up to £350 on each side, so 700 in total. Now granted, the heavier you are, the more you are going to sink in, but generally I would say that this mattress is suitable for heavier weighted sleepers generally. Now going on to the front sleeping position, those characteristics of the zone support do carry over. So I found that lying on my front was actually comfortable, which for me is actually a really big deal because I've got arthritis in my shoulders, like I've explained in previous reviews. So when I lie on my front and I put my arm out, I get that pain, that pinching feeling in the shoulder because it's impinged, and after a while that burning pain starts to build up. But in the Nolah, I didn't really find that to be the case because, like I said, you can sink in due to the buoyancy of the springs and the latex foam. But I did feel that there was enough pressure relief on my ribs as well. So just get into the front sleeping position here. Again, you want to have your hips centered on the middle third, and obviously you'd have a pillow as well to support you. But really this feels very comfortable, and I was able to maintain that position for longer than I would be able to. So the other main sleeping position is the side sleeping position, so very popular. Other than sleeping on my back, side is my generally preferred position, but I have to be really careful with the arthritis in the shoulders, and also I've got muscle damage as well. I've got tendon damage. I'm currently waiting an operation where they're wanting to reattach the bicep tendon, so I need to be really careful with my shoulders. And sometimes if a mattress is too firm, even just 5 or 10 minutes in that position, I'm in agony. I'll have to take painkillers, and even just after a gym session, after I've done some light weights or stretching, you know, the pressure in there, it's not good, especially someone who's only 33 like myself. So I need to be really careful. But in the Nolah, I did find that I could sleep on my side quite comfortably. So again, you just want to keep this section under your hips. You've got your pillow there at the side. You can put one hand under there to support. But what I did find is that the shoulder region does sink in. The latex foam does a nice job of taking away the pressure on the shoulder joint, the elbow, and also the hips and my knees there. Again, I've got arthritis in my knees as well, just to complete the package. So there's pressure coming off my knees as well. So overall, very comfortable position for me. And I would say that both lighter and heavier weighted sleepers are going to be fine in this mattress, because I've already talked about the heavier side, but the lighter side is that if you are under about 150 pounds, you will tend to sit more on top of the mattress naturally. The Nolah helps you in that respect because it allows you to sink in more, so the pressure's dissipated away from your joints. So the only position where I did encounter some problems is the what I call the edge sleeping position. So sounds a bit odd, but some people tend to lie very close to the edge of the mattress like this. You might tend to put the arm over the side. For me, this wasn't too much of a problem, but because there's no specifically reinforced edge support, if you tend to be on the heavier side over 230 pounds, then you may find that the support isn't quite there for you at the edge. I can't speak for everyone in that respect, but it is something just to bear in mind. So those are the main sleeping positions. Now I'm just going to run you through a couple of the pros and the cons of the Nolah Natural mattress, in my opinion. So the biggest pro for me is that this is a fiberglass free mattress. So fiberglass, if you've read any of the content on my website or you've seen the best mattresses without fiberglass article, then you'll know that fiberglass is used in some mattresses in the fire barrier. It's like a cheap way for manufacturers to meet flammability standards. The downside is that if this fiberglass escapes, it can ruin your home. It can cause irritation to your skin, breathing problems. Now, it's not quite the same as the fiberglass you find in insulation. This tends to be more like shards of glass. I've had a couple of people email me recently saying, I've opened up my mattress and fiberglass has come out. It's like these long needles. What do I do? And in some cases, you can just vac it up and get rid of it. But for large quantities, you might need, professional assistance to get rid of it. So generally, the best thing to do is avoid mattresses with fiberglass in. And I've specifically been looking for mattresses without fiberglass, and some that originally looked like they didn't have them, once I actually got them home and opened them up, they did actually have fiberglass in. So sometimes the manufacturers aren't quite totally transparent in that respect. So, I've done the hard work. I've actually bought the mattresses, cut them open, and I can tell you for a absolute fact that there's no fiberglass in the Nolah Natural mattress. In fact, if I just show you this section here, this is what I cut out of the front. This is wool. This is natural wool. So there's no traces of fiberglass there at all in the fire barrier. Even deeper down, it's not woven into anything like some of the brands do. They say that it's got, no fiberglass, but actually it's tightly woven deep beneath the surface, and they can kind of get away with that. Whereas some of the other manufacturers will actually layer the fiberglass in like shards, and those are the worst because they just tend to come out. But don't have to worry about that with the Nolah. So the second pro for the Nolah Natural mattress for me is that it's just, because of its luxury firm feel, it can be used by pretty much any sleeper type. So it's not restricted like some mattresses that are firm are great for front sleepers and back sleepers, but terrible for side sleepers because you just get too much pressure in the shoulder. Similar mattresses that are too soft, much better for lighter weight sleepers, side sleepers, but heavier weighted front sleepers and even back sleepers, once they get on those softer mattresses, they sink too far in and it just becomes too uncomfortable on the lower back. You don't have that with the Nolah because, like I said, it's got the support but also the pressure relief blended together, so it's suitable for pretty much every sleeper type. One sleeper type that I didn't actually mention in the last section is combination sleepers. So combination sleepers is if you are switching positions a lot in the night. This is a brilliant mattress because like I said, like I've showed you, it's very bouncy, so you can switch positions very easily, and that contrasts with memory foam mattresses where you tend to sink in more. So the third pro is that this mattress, because it's got latex foam, is actually very, very cooling. Okay, so I'm a warmer sleeper. It doesn't take much to start sweating at night and getting too hot, so I'm very sensitive to mattresses that retain heat, but because of the pinhole core design that I've shown you here, with the holes in at the top there, that allows the air to circulate through and the hot air to dissipate. That works with the spacious cold core to do the same thing, so you've got a circulation of air coming through the mattress. That helps to cool you down and avoid overheating at night. Now, in terms of cons, I don't really think there's too many drawbacks to this mattress at all, really. Another thing I would say to watch out for is the edge support. It's not terrible, but it could be better, I think. So if you're a heavy weighted edge sleeper, you need to watch out. The only other thing is that because of the bounce, that does mean there's a bit more motion transfer. So if you're a couple, then if you're just a regular couple and you tend to sleep easily, then it's not going to be much of an issue. But if you're a very, very restless couple, like I'm a very light sleeper, the slightest movement and I will wake up, then you might want to look at a mattress that's either all foam or has memory foam on the top. So in that case, I recommend the Puffy Lux Hybrid or the Puffy Original for the ones that I've reviewed, although Nolah do all foam mattresses. So I think they've got the 12-inch signature. I've not reviewed that yet, but I think it's all foam. So if you just want to buy through Nolah, then you can definitely go and check that one out. But to move away from the motion isolation test into the real world, even though I am a lighter sleeper, I found that when I slept in this bed with my partner, I didn't wake up. So yes, it's bouncier, but from a practical standpoint, I don't think the motion is going to transfer to the extent where for the vast majority of couples, you're going to get woken up. So I think you should be okay. Now, I just want to round things off really by clearly stating and really recapping about the people who should buy this mattress and who should potentially look elsewhere. So honestly, I think every sleeper type, barring edge sleepers that are very heavy, are going to be just fine in the Nolah Natural 11-inch mattress. So just to be more specific there, I'd say front, back, side combination, heavier weighted, lighter weighted, and skinnier sleepers with a lower body fat percentage are going to be just fine. And that's because the support and the pressure relief conferred by the latex foam and the individually encased coils, it just provides that excellent balance of support and pressure relief that's going to suit you in any of those positions. And also, sleepers that sleep hot, this is very cooling as well. In fact, probably one of the most cooling mattresses that I have reviewed, so that's good as well. And also combination sleep as well, so if you're switching positions often during the night, then you've got that bounce and that mobility, so even at heavier weights you are going to be able to switch positions. Couples, like I said, the vast majority of couples, you're going to be okay in this mattress. If you're very, very sensitive sleepers, and you know one of your partners, one of your bed partners is restless, then you know you might just want to look elsewhere for a mattress that's made out of denser foam and maybe lacks springs entirely. But other than that, overall, I would say this is an excellent mattress. I'm going to be recommending it through a lot of the lists that I've got on Bedroom Star Reviews. So I'll be updating those. So I've got lists for best mattresses without fiberglass, best mattresses without memory foam. The Nolah's really well-rounded, and it's up there with one of the best mattresses that I've reviewed. So if you do want to get $600 off, then I would click the link in the description below. That'll take you through the full review on bedroomstarreviews.com. Then you've got the special links on that page there where you can go straight through to Nolah and you'll get $600 off. So before you go, just hit the subscribe button, hit the bell as well to get notified, because I'm becoming more regular now with these reviews. I did a sofa bed review last week, so if you want to check that out, then head over to the channel and check out the videos. So yeah, I'll see you over there, and I will check in soon with you for the next review.